Well, the big news over the weekend for the Seahawks was the scrimmage took place. You were there. You watched. Tarvaris Jackson gets the run with the number one offense out there. He got the start with those guys, and people are trying to read into that. What does that mean? What does it mean? Pete Carroll, for his part, and Lightning, as always, said it means he's getting snaps with the first team. I couldn't be any clearer, is what he said. But tell me about what you saw before we figure out, if you have any insight as to what it may mean. But what'd you see out of Tarvaris? What'd you see out of Matt Flynn and Russell Wilson?
Well, I guess I was a little bit disappointed to see. I keep waiting for Tarvaris to have that moment where all of a sudden it clicks for him and he becomes the guy that people think he can be. Didn't see really that too much. The thing I liked out of Flynn, and just the few plays that I saw, and I always say I didn't see the film. Pete says that too, because you really have to see it in order to really analyze it. Because sometimes a guy goes 4 for 12, well, the receiver ran a wrong route or something else, or he got sacked or he got pressured or whatever. But the thing out of Flynn that I really liked was the accuracy. The accuracy and decision making, I think, are the two things you really only need to worry about with quarterback. Is the guy going to make the right decision of who to throw it to, and then is he accurate once he decides to deliver the ball? And those things are Flynn. He doesn't have a tremendous amount of zip, but I don't know. Maybe they were trying to, through the process of elimination, sort of eliminate the T-Jack option. We'll see. But I think the reason why Pete Carroll answers those things, it's the same thing I would say if I was the head coach. I'm not going to tell you guys. I know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to tell all you people.
So do you think it was more him giving Tarvaris a chance to fail, him to play himself out of that position, essentially? I mean, because I think the sense is Pete feels like, hey, we owe him this based on what he kind of went through last year with a young offensive line, getting his brains beaten in to start the season, and then he toughed it out for a majority of the season with that torn pec muscle. So we kind of owe him this, is how it's been portrayed. Do you buy into that?
Well, I guess I would look at it like, okay, let's kick the tires one last time and just make sure, and let's put him in this situation one more time and see. But who knows? I mean, maybe the film reveals that he still is the best option there. I'd be surprised, but I'm not looking at the film. I'm not seeing everything. I know what happened last year, and I'm really hoping that Flynn is going to be an upgrade. I don't care who it is. I really don't. If it's T-Jack, that's great. But I'm assuming that he's a different player this year if it's T-Jack. Otherwise, we're going to see Flynn, and then the very outside chance that you see a rookie third-rounder playing in Russell Wilson.
Well, the one thing Pete did say is he wants to get to a decision soon, and that should come this week potentially. So I don't know if getting a run with the first team meant much of anything. Maybe it is that opportunity, one last chance to kick the tires, as Dave Wyman just told you. But regardless, I'm sure we'll be talking about a decision that was made this week.